And good morning, Bitcoin gladiators. This is Drew coming with the morning market report for Bitcoin, Ethereum, and XRP. I've been getting a lot of emails and text messages and calls again, just wanting to know what's going on, and I'm going to explain to everyone what's happening. Again, kudos to those who have been gaining a lot of profit in the last few days and more profits to come. Now, for those who are new, I just want to let you know, Bitcoin Gladiators, we don't have a biased position. I know that there are other vloggers out there that all they talk about is bull news, and that's not why I'm here. I mean, if it's bull news, I'll tell you the bull news. If it's bear news, I'll tell you if it's bear news. It's unbiased. I just tell you what's going on and then give you an understanding of what to do with what's going on, because there's a approach to investing both ways. So starting out with the Bitcoin, as we begin to see, it's staying exactly where my lines are. If you look at my previous video, before any moves were taking place, it was following exactly to the lines of what I established with the technical analysis. So the dotted line here is the trend. So why I have this here is to kind of give you a guideline of where it's headed. So it's kind of going like this. So it's going to follow this line as a support. So what we're beginning to see now that it's hit the cross section of the trend line and the support, which whenever that happens, it begins to increase, as we can see over here. So again, kudos to those who are leverage trading this. But I do suggest, if you're leverage trading it, probably your first place of liquidation would probably be at 50,000. So taking a look here, it's hit here and it's on its way back up. Just as I mentioned yesterday, it is up 1.35% already, and it's gonna start its way to the next level of 50,800. Once this crosses, be ready, because it's gonna pump all the way to 56,000. So we've already crossed this threshold of 47,000, so now we're in a good position as it continues on. You're probably wondering, where do I get these lines? If you want to learn, just send me a message at bitcoingladiators@gmail.com and I'll help you out. At the same time, here's just a little preview. I use 7 indicators, and our team uses them all to indicate where we're heading. So I'll just give you an idea. One of the ones we use, and these are just fundamental ones. So it's the stochastics. Over here, you just click this right there, and this will determine what we're gonna do. So as we can see here, we can see it's at the very bottom here, right? So what does that mean? That means that it's going to end up coming back up. Every time it crosses, it goes up. Every time it crosses, it goes up. So both day traders and long-term traders, this is a good indication that we're on our way back up once again. So yeah, I would take note of that, because it's the same story over and over. Right over here, right over here, right? It's all the same. Goes up, goes up, goes up. So as we begin to take a look at this here again, it crossed, so now we're expecting this to go up once again. If you're asking me, well, how high? That's why I have these lines over here. These are lines to take note of, so you can make a good decision for positions if you're going to be leveraging it, either going up or going down. If worst case scenario, something bad does happen, then I assume worst case scenario, it'll go down to here. But the chances are highly, highly unlikely, because math doesn't lie, and so as we begin to see, it's on its way back up. But I do always like to have an understanding of where it possibly could go down. So my investment that I have in this asset, if I know that it's going to start coming down to here, then I'm not going to panic because I know that it's not going to go any further than here, and I would hold it because what potentially could happen is it could dive back down here and then pump up even higher quicker. So as we're moving on to Ethereum, it's very obvious that this is called a snake, where it begins its way into a channel. And so what we're looking at now is waiting for this to go up once again. Now you're probably wondering, how do I get that? So, I mean, out of the 7, they all have to say bullish. And just give you an idea, like, for instance, again, the stochastics over here, we begin to see that with this one as well, it shows the same thing. So if this was at the top, then I would be hesitant to go into any type of trade. But because now it's at the bottom, especially if you're going to be leveraging this is probably be a really good time. And once it hits over here, you make a few percentage at leveraging. You could potentially make a few $1,000s. Then, I wouldn't be too greedy and think that it's going to continue to go on top. Like, as you can see, it hits it and comes back down. So hits it, comes back down. But if you're wanting to, for me, I buy the dip, so I would buy it here. If you're a conservative trader, then I would wait to confirm the bull move to cross this at 33.87. Or if you're going short, I would wait till it hits to over here, right? Which is like 3,100. So, it's all up to you and how you want to trade, but for me, I kind of have a better understanding of where this is headed. So I'm going to be, for me, I would buy here, and then now I'm buying here. And even if it goes down a little bit lower, I would buy again because I know this is going to continue to go up, especially if you look at this. Moving on to the last, looks like this one, exactly the same. So with XRP, it's staying within the channel itself. And this is called like a snake. So now it's trying to find its way out of the hole. So what it's going to do is we'll do the exact same thing. And as you see the volume here, there's more interest again in XRP, which will drive the price going up, as you can see right over there. So I'm going to remove this. And I'm going to put another, I'll use stochastics too. And we'll take a look and see. Look at here. It's already starting to widen, which means this again is on its way back up. So if you're leverage trading, this is probably a good idea. And if it hits around 1.3, I would probably take out profit. But as far as longer holders, I would, for me, I've already bought this dip, so now I'm just waiting for it to continue to rise, kind of like over here where it dropped over here and I bought here. Now it's on its way up, right? So then it dumped over here. I bought the dip here and it went up, and now it's staying up. Now it went down a bit here, and then I bought this dip again, and now it's going to continue to go this way because of this. So how do I know this? If you take a look here, it crossed and it went up. It crossed, it went up, right? It crossed, it went up. It crossed, now it's going up again. So it's looking really good. I do anticipate XRP in a near short future here. It's going to go to $1.61, and you can watch my previous videos of how this is materializing, and you even watch the previous video. You'll get a better understanding of how I trade and how simple it is. So other than that, it's looking really good. And with regards to where this is headed, it's headed in the right direction. We're all doing very well. Despite it went down about 2% in 24 hours, it has to do this because In any healthy trend, it has to go up and down a little bit, and then up and down a little bit, and then up and then down and up, right? So that's good. That's health. This is healthy. Because, for instance, what if hypothetically just kept coming down, 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 and that'd be no good. So, other than that, I hope that's very clear. I wouldn't be worried. Actually, I'd be pretty excited because a lot of great news is coming our way, and we begin to see some great activity taking place over here, and over here, and over here. So, all right, have yourselves a great day. And this is a lot longer than I usually go, but just wanted to reassure everybody that on my side, everything is looking fantastic. All right, have yourselves a great day. Bye bye.